Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bruins podcast. My name is Stevie, and I am joined today by the lovely
Hey guys, I'm Kyle.
Kyle. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did. I was gonna ask you that too.
I
How was
know.
yours?
Okay, so he actually already did, but we had to start again. So,
I know we had a little technical difficulties this time, but
I
we
was
we
like,
got it going.
you know what? I'm gonna seem like the one who cares. Okay.
Um, well, I'm baking something just so everyone knows. So if my oven goes off, you didn't hear it.
We will pretend it did not exist. Okay. Okay. I would like to say I'm excited for this episode, and I am, but we're gonna have to get into a touchy subject, Kyle, aren't we?
Maybe a little bit.
It's not about what you think it is. It's about getting walked by Texas.
Oh,
Which,
I know. That
but
I know. That really put a damper on my week, I have to tell
it,
you.
it did. It's like, damn, we have to be thankful for something tomorrow after this.
Uh, there's
Uh,
bright spots though. It's okay. It's okay.
we'll get into yeah, we'll get into it. Not
Um,
all bad.
well, of course we're talking about the Players era,
Yeah.
which was a super successful multi-team event in Vegas. Aside from UCLA's one loss they took there, um, I mean, only one team was ever going to leave with no losses. Um, Sucks that it wasn't us,
It
but
does.
I'm sure we learned some stuff from it. It looked like we did in the games we played since. So,
Yeah, full disclosure, we are recording this after the Tennessee game, but we're gonna record a separate one for Tennessee. So we're what's today? Monday.
today's Monday.
Are you surprised that Texas won the whole thing? We'll just go right out and say it.
Yes, but
I
also no.
okay.
Like,
Um, I,
I have mixed feelings about it.
yeah, I thought it was going to be either UCLA or South Carolina, and I think the vast majority of like women's basketball fans did think the same.
I the most common thing I saw out there was most people thought UCLA was going to win.
Mhm.
And that's not a knock on the other teams. There were four really good teams. Well, three really good teams here.
Oh,
Um, no, I mean Carol Lawson's Duke team is coming along. It'll be okay. There's that oven. Why don't you talk for a second?
all right. Um, yeah, South Carolina and UCLA kind of played similarly in the long run. UCLA just got off to a really bad start. We'll get into it a little more. I guess I'll say it now because who cares? I'll just say it now. I think if UCLA hadn't started so poorly and gotten into foul trouble, they would have beat Texas and then probably beat South Carolina. That's my hot take. Cancel me in the comments. If okay, I'll ask the audience a question. Do you think fouls played a role in why UCLA lost the game, or was it called fairly? Do you think the game was called fairly? Um, I know Kyle has opinions on that. I have my own opinions as well, and they might differ a little, but it was a fun tournament. I actually think the rest of the games during Thanksgiving feast week for basketball were kind of lame. Like no other good matchups were happening. It was kind of just the Vegas tournament, which did deliver. The games were good. Duke was kind of the punching bag for South Carolina and UCLA, but every game that involved Texas was a great game. It was looking like they were just going to run away with it against UCLA, but then UCLA, Kiki Rice had a Kiki Rice quarter. I saw someone say Kiki Rice is going to have one phenomenal quarter of basketball every
Oh, it
game
was
she
Hunter.
plays. Yeah, and it's so true, isn't it?
Yeah, I think she's having a little more consistency this year, actually. Across the game, she's had some games where she hasn't gotten off to great starts, but these last couple games, I really think she's been pretty steady throughout, actually.
Yeah, should we
Um,
jump right into the box score?
yeah, in 1 second, you were
Sure.
talking about the games being called fairly.
Mhm.
Um, I don't necessarily think the Texas game was called fairly, but I don't think it impacted the final result.
Okay, that's a good distinction. I
Um,
would tend to agree as well.
and yeah, Duke was a little bit of a punching bag. I think we'll get into it a little more, but I actually think one of the reasons that a lot of people, not the AP, but if you go through the individual voters, like UCLA dropped to 4 this week, but a lot of people have UCLA ahead of South Carolina in the AP. Still, UCLA stayed at 3 in a lot of theirs, even though they
Hmm.
dropped to 4 overall. And I really think that comes down to, yeah, UCLA got pretty dominated by Texas most of the game. But I think in that third quarter, you really thought UCLA was in control of that game when they were going on that run. It didn't feel like Texas's game anymore. And if you look at the South Carolina Texas game, I don't really feel like South Carolina was ever dominating that game or had control of that game.
No, Texas really didn't let South Carolina um, gain the momentum. Obviously, UCLA had all the momentum in the world in that third quarter. Um,
And into the fourth quarter, I mean, we went on like a 25 to like 4 run or something like
it
that.
was something crazy.
Yeah.
We
I mean, we can jump
just
into the box score and talk a little more about it.
mhm.
I mean,
What jumps out immediately?
well, we played 6. Amanda wasn't available, and for whatever reason, Corey didn't let Lena Bilic touch the floor. Um, who I've been pretty impressed with generally so far. She's coming along nicely, fouling less.
Mm.
So I don't know that she would have made a difference here, but that's interesting to look at. Um, Pretty even performances across the board. Gabs disappeared in this game a little bit.
Well, I mentioned this earlier. She was in early foul trouble.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. Wasn't able to really establish herself like she has in these last couple of games, besides
yeah,
this one.
it was just. I say this. Do I say it a lot? Maybe not, but I think it a lot. It was kind of a nightmare start for UCLA. Everything went wrong. Um,
I,
wasn't great.
we got to halftime, and I was like, this feels just like UCLA versus South Carolina in Poly last year. I mean, we were down
Yeah.
20, but like the opposite for us,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah. Okay. We're switching roles here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
then Rory Harmon. We have to mention Rory Harmon, who we didn't really talk much about in the preview. She just wouldn't miss. That was the main thing for me with how UCLA got themselves in the predicament to be down 20. The defense against Harmon and Booker was just atrocious in the first half. They were getting to every shot they wanted. Do you agree? Disagree?
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I'd venture to say this. I mean, look at UCLA's shooting percentage. UCLA's gonna hit more than 4 threes in almost every single other game they play this year.
Yeah.
Like that is a low. And credit to Texas, they did a great job keeping Gianna in check.
Hmm.
Really not letting her get off. I mean, she got off 6 threes, but a lot of those were like desperation towards the end. And I mean, you look at that last three, Gianna. Like if that had gone in, UCLA wins that game.
Yeah, there was a three that she had that
To cut
would
it
have
to
cut it to
one,
one, and you know
yeah.
exactly where she was coming off a screen, out of bounds screenplay.
And it
It
was a
was
good play. It was a good shot. It just didn't go in.
yeah.
And so you look at like there's a lot of discourse this morning actually on some reporters having UCLA above South Carolina, like I was just talking about. And I think a lot of it comes down to like, yeah, it looks like Texas blew out UCLA on paper a little bit. Like we lost by 11 in the end. That's not a huge blowout, but it's a sizable loss. And like that ultimately is because we had to foul them at the end of the game and they made their foul
Exactly.
shots. Like
Yeah.
it was a 4 to 6 point game before those foul shots, and that's a much like easier to deal with loss. And so that's how I'm thinking about it. Like I don't think this is a game that if we played it again, we wouldn't have a chance of winning.
I I actually we said this before in the preview. Could a loss be good? I don't care that we didn't win this game. I don't necessarily think a loss is good still, but the level of fight that was shown in the second half was just I kind of came away from that game like we we got something. We kind of got something here with the fight that we showed. What did
It's
you feel during that?
interesting. I think we came away a little bit differently. I felt pretty defeated after that Texas game. I won't lie. But I've gone back and looked at some things from it and rewatched some sections, not the whole game, but and I actually think there's more good to take from it than there is bad. Um, And especially when you look at how we played the following two games
Hmm.
afterwards, we responded.
In a
And
big way.
like here, Kiki stepped up. She had a good game, 9 for 10 from the free throw line, 4 for 12 from the field, so less efficient day for her from there. Gianna was really good, 17 points. Charlize was having a great day. I mean, Lauren, but she had that injury right at the beginning
Yeah.
of the second
Well,
half,
should
kept her
we
out of the next game.
should we transition into Duke? Because I kind of want to ask you a question about it before, like, to go into it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. When you heard Lauren Vest would not be playing in the Duke game, did you think we could lose this one? What did you think? What were your thoughts?
um, Listen, admittedly, I was high on Duke coming into the year, and they still have the roster to be high on, like admittedly as well. Th- Nothing has clicked for them though, and a situation that was bad is continually getting worse for them. I mean, they've got LSU coming up.
They
I don't
do.
really see them getting a win there.
No.
Like, we're entering some scary times for Duke. And then conference play is going to start.
That could be their easiest portion of their schedule because the ACC is
They
not looking
admittedly played
strong.
a really difficult non-con schedule as
Very.
well.
Maybe UCLA is the only
They
one who's
have
played harder.
actually Duke's is ranked ahead of ours, so it's Duke and then
Oh,
UCLA.
yeah, which does make sense. They've
Yeah,
played
and
some.
credit to them for scheduling as difficult as they did. But for whatever reason, I know they're not an offensively minded team, but even some of the defense doesn't seem to be clicking this year.
Yeah, they hang their hat on the defensive end, and I'm like, Kara, why is the defense so bad?
I
You
mean,
know, like,
UCLA, admittedly, I saw a tweet about this. We had the best offensive performance ever versus a Kara Lawson Duke team.
yeah. I mean, it was. Corey says this all the time. You could react or you can respond, and wow, did every player that played in that Duke game just respond phenomenally. We
Yeah,
shot
let's.
the three great, made amazing decisions, defended like crazy. So many forced turnovers.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to the. Well, here's the starting lineup. LOL. A little behind the ball there, but that's okay. Um,
That's okay.
yeah, when Lauren wasn't in that starting lineup, I mean, I was like, maybe it could be weird, but like, everyone stepped up. Everyone played their part. Everyone knew what they were doing,
Hmm.
and everyone had a great game in the end. And so
Yeah.
let's look at that box score. All of our starters hit double digits.
And I will say, a lot of that is having to do with UCLA only basically has six players in the rotation right now. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of people in double figures. It's still impressive because we gotta have a lot of scorers, people who can just put the ball in the basket when we need them to. But UCLA just doesn't have that many available players right now. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I agree with you. I and Corey's talk. I think Sienna might play this. We'll have another episode out this week previewing that Oregon game when we recap that Tennessee game. But I think this could be the week for Sienna. I know I keep saying that over and over, but I really this time it feels like it probably is the time.
No, we are gonna continue to hopium this into existence.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
will not stop. Um, And then, okay, I'm gonna get. She ended up being fine, but when Lauren went down and wasn't available for the Duke game, I thought to myself, "Oh my God, the Bet sisters are never gonna play together."
No,
But no, it's fine.
my partner said that to me as well. I was like, oh, and I was like, don't say that. Oh my gosh.
I
That
know.
would be tragic.
It would
No, thank you. That energy, get it away from me.
get it away. We need
Um,
a positive energy.
but both bench players here, Amanda Muse and Lena Village, did score. Christina Carmozzi and Megan Grant did not. But they only both played like 1 minute at the end of the game. This says 3 and 2. I don't. That doesn't even feel right. I think it was less time than that.
Does
Um,
does Christina have a point yet this year? Does Chrissy have one?
oh, is she the only one without one?
I think she might be the only one without a point.
Well, maybe we'll get her one versus one of these. We're gonna play Cal Poly on Long Beach State coming up, so that feels like it could be her time.
We have to. We have to like run at all costs, get Chrissy a point. We're
Well,
looking
and
ahead a
like
little bit, but that's okay.
that one practice I went to last month, she was drilling the threes, And the shot hasn't looked as great when she's gotten them up this year as it did in practice, but maybe she'll start to find her footing a little bit. Um, I would really like
Yeah,
that for her. Charlize Ledger Walker in this game was incredible.
yeah, she's just been great. What was it, 5 for 9 from three,
Five for
something like that?
nine.
Yeah, just and she's so. What I love about her is even when she takes some of those horrible shots, I want to say something else, but I'm not going to say that because this is the family show. Um, uh, she's not afraid to shoot. If you leave her on a pick and roll, leave her wide open. If you don't pick her up full court, she's going to come right up and shoot it. And I love
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. I mean, and we're really starting to gel with her, I think, more actually. Like, she was having a lot of those careless turnovers to start the year on some of her
Hmm.
passes, but I think that's just because we weren't used to playing with her in game situations. And as we continue to gel, things are looking better and better, especially these last two games, that Duke game and the Tennessee game. We'll get to that Tennessee game in the next episode, but a really promising future with Charlie Sledger Walker for the rest of this year, is my opinion.
Agree. And let me just say, part of the re people are going to look at Lauren's numbers the last couple games, and we already know what happened in the Tennessee game, but we're not going to talk about that yet, and say why isn't she scoring? The reason that Lauren isn't scoring as much in this UCLA offense is because a player like Charlize Ledger-Walker isn't going to wait for her to come up the floor anymore. Like we play very fast, and if Lauren's not up, we're not going to sit, sit there at the top of the key and wait for Lauren to post up. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Sure.
not some yeah.
It's also about not even that so much. Like, the gravity Lauren brings in the paint just opens everything up for
Mm.
these shooters, like Gianna, who is having a great. She's at 45% from three now after that terrible start to the year where we were like, oh, did we make a mistake? No, I don't think we made a mistake ever. But she is having a, and Gabs is shooting 50% on the year from three.
Mm. And all of
Like,
them are driving the ball too, like you were kind of getting
yeah.
at. So and it just opens up so much. Just
Hmm.
Lauren being in the game, there's driving lanes. People are helping off for threes, and
I
so
mean, Corey
Lauren
said
might
it
not
in
be
that
scoring.
post game Tennessee press conference, but like Lauren's doing so, it's a thankless job that she has this year. But there's a reason she's the only player in college actively, besides Juju, that got invited to this Team USA national camp.
Yeah, which I mean, maybe some valuable experience playing without her in the Duke game, when that comes about.
Oh,
So
absolutely. I don't even think we have a game while she's gone, technically,
yeah,
though. Because
well
we play
then,
Oregon this weekend, and then we have two more games until the end of the year. Well, not the end of until conference play, because we play one game before the new year. Um, but yeah, we're gonna play Cal Poly and Long Beach State,
okay, okay. So do
with
we
both of
want?
which we don't need Lauren for to begin
No.
with. So
Hopefully
it's
we'll have Sienna. Get
and
Sienna.
hopefully Tamia,
Hmm.
she's coming back too, and I I really like once we add another 40% shooter to the mix in Tamia Gardner, we're gonna have
Oh, it's
some
over.
really open looks on the floor for everyone.
And then just adding Sienna another post presence, which is, I think, our biggest thing that we desperately need, just another post presence.
But let's talk about
Um,
Angela Dugalich and her stepping up in that area.
our defense.
Her defense has been elite.
Oh, I don't even have words for it. Every time I'm watching her shuffle her feet in front of a guard or keep a block a post player, it is just like, Angela, I'm sorry that I was ever mad about you missing threes because this is way better than threes.
Yeah, and she's scoring really efficiently as well.
She's
Not
playing.
from three necessarily, but her like around the rim is much better than it's ever been.
I will say, and I say this every time about her, I still get terrified when she has the ball and needs to pass. That's the only time, but she'll get better yet. She's to me, she's a pro. Um, all right. Do we have anything else about the Duke game that we want to talk about?
um, no, we did a really great job all around. Gabriela Jaquez, continuing incredible start to the year.
Do we have anything about Duke? Positive. I think Toby Fournier has a bright future. That's something that I'll say.
Oh my god, I sent a text to someone. I love you, Amanda. This is not a dog on you, but I was like, Carl Lawson, we'll trade you Amanda for Toby.
Dobie. She's no, this one's taller. We promise. I
Fair
promise.
trade,
Uh,
across the board. No, we love Mandy.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think once Emily Skinner's back for Duke, things could get brighter. They're missing a guard that can really score.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
she
think of
is
it.
one.
She
Ashlyn
is.
Jackson has also been cold from three to start the year. She was much better in this game.
She
Had
was.
those two in the second quarter to cut the lead a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, but I was really impressed with the way we dominated Duke from start to finish. Especially how
Me
we
too.
opened the game. We had an incredible start to the game, and usually we come out a little like meeker than that. Um, but I was generally very impressed in this one.
Yeah. You could tell we were playing with a we're not going to let people think that we're not a great basketball team mentality. Like we're
Oh,
not about to
absolutely.
let this happen.
Yeah.
And I think again we're going to talk about the Tennessee game in the I think tomorrow, but these last two games were like remember who we are. We're still a national championship contender, uh, which is was really nice to see.
Yeah. Um, I don't know that I have anything else for you today.
Me either. Me either. Or
Feels like
well,
this might
ooh,
have been a quicker one, but we'll see when we
I
get the
know.
final run time on it.
Kyle, do you think we did under 30 minutes?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I
Are
don't know. I don't
are
know.
we the Rachel Ray of podcasters? Did 30-minute mute now? It's fine. Do you want to go to the outro one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Oh, Kyle, we got 200 listens on our last episode. Do you hear that?
Oh, thank you guys so much for that.
I know. So, yeah, let us know your thoughts. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify. Like and subscribe because we see you listening and liking, but you're not subscribing. So please subscribe. Not me begging.
And
Okay,
we only ever post the episodes. So like you don't have to worry about other notifications and things like
it's true. Yeah, we're consistent in at least that.
that. I know we don't have a consistent upload schedule. I don't really think the schedule lends itself well to one right now. But we'll see. As a conference play has a little bit more of a consistency to it than non-con. So maybe once we hit the new year, well, one of our New Year's resolutions can be a more consistent
Yep.
upload schedule.
Well, on that note, new year, new us. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a great night, everyone.